Hey brewers and beer lovers, it's Jake from superbrewers.com. A lot of stuff going on this week. Last Saturday, the Menomonie Homebrew Club drove to Plover, Wisconsin and visited Oso Brewing's tap room and toured the brewery. And while we were there, we met up with the Fond du Lac Homebrew Club. And then we went from there, from Oso to Bull Falls Brewing in Wausau, and had a great time. Both breweries were amazing. Oso had their tap room has I think 40 lines, and the majority of them are beers that they brew there at Oso. Selection was awesome. My favorite beer there was probably they had a sweet stout that was excellent. That was one of my favorites. And then when we were leaving, I picked up a 4-pack of Dank, which is their Imperial Red ale, and it was delicious. Had a lot of earthy spiciness, reminded me of a hot, sweaty night. It was excellent. And Bull Falls Brewing is primarily a lager brewery, so they had a little more stuff going on there. Similar sizes, if I remember right. Bull Falls, I think, has larger fermenters though. And it was just interesting seeing the difference between the two breweries. Both made great beer, and it was a lot of fun meeting up with some other homebrewers. And we got to ride with Lausch in the Monkmobile from Lazy Monk. He was one of the founding members of the Menomonie Homebrew Club, and he's still pretty active in the club, which is awesome in my opinion. But there were 5 of us, and we crammed into his brewery vehicle. He usually delivers beer. On Saturday he was delivering beer lovers, so thanks to Lausch for that. So that was a lot of fun. And then the big news this week is that I got my beer mail for the 2015 hop experiment, and this is the first beer I'm gonna sample. It's the Equinox hop. We all did the same recipe, and then we just each used a different hop. So Travis made this, so I'll link up to his channel in the notes below. But let's see what we got. Ooh. Interesting smell. Nicely carbonated. Well carbonated. And I'll drink that later. So the aroma, there's a little bit of fruitiness and a little bit of pine in the background. Actually it reminds me of the Dank from Oso a little bit. Oh, big pineapple. Lots of pineapple flavor. Great beer. Well brewed. Travis. Man, where do I go from here? The aroma is mostly hops, kind of a fruity hop aroma more than anything. Um, Not real distinct, maybe some hints of tropical fruit, just a little bit in the nose. But yeah, that first sip, like boom, pineapple, and then as the pineapple fades away, there's a firm bitterness that takes over with a little bit of peppery character. Um, like not like straight up black pepper, something a little milder. Maybe more like white pepper, maybe cardamom. There's actually a surprising amount of flavor complexity going on here. For a single hop beer made with just Equinox, there's a lot more complexity than I would have expected right off the bat just with the one hop. The finish on it is really, really, it's just bitter. There's not a whole lot of flavor left at the end. And I would say it would need to be blended with a hop that's maybe a little more fruity, carrying through to the finish. Because this, I got a lot of flavor up front, and then all that flavor went away. Where I've had some other hoppy, or some other hops where that fruity character comes in more at the back end, and it would help provide just a little more interest in the finish. I mean, excellent beer. I would drink a lot of this if I had it around. This would be an interesting one to try blended with the beer that I made with the Caliente hops. I wonder how a 50-50 or some amount of that Caliente might punch up the finish a little bit. I don't have any of that down here in my brew room at the moment, so I'm not going to get to try that. But I think they would play pretty well together. So thanks, Travis.